Hi, I'm Destiny and I'll be the nurse in this video.
Hi, I'm Bryn and I'll be the patient.
Hi Bryn, how are you today?
I'm good.
Can you tell me what brings you into the clinic?
I have a bad fracture on my left wrist and I have some jaw problems.
Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being no pain and 10 being the most pain you've ever felt, how would you rate your pain?
Probably about a 4.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened?
I was just in a car accident a couple weeks ago. I was just driving down the mountain and I just swerved off the road and I just got a little sidetracked, I think, because I was a little bit tipsy.
Okay. Well, I see that your vital signs look normal. Your heart rate was a little fast. It was 130, and your blood pressure was a little high. It was 168/98. I also noticed that you filled out an audit before coming in, and I noticed that you said that you were a little tipsy when you swerved off the road, and it also looks like your score exceeds the recommended limits for the alcohol consumption per week. So, do you sometimes drink beer, wine, or other alcoholic beverages?
Every day.
Okay. How many times in the past year have you had 4 drinks or more in a day?
Probably every day.
Okay. Well, I know this information can be a little hard to talk about, but do you mind if I ask you some more questions about your alcohol use?
That's fine.
Okay. Can you tell me how much you're currently drinking?
Well, it depends on the day. When I'm really stressed out, probably like 9 drinks a day. Probably normal days, like 5 to 6 drinks a day. But when I get really, really stressed out, then I take a lot of shots.
Okay. Can you tell me how that's affected you?
Well, I have really bad hangovers in the morning, and my husband hasn't been very happy with me recently, and I don't really see my friends much anymore.
Okay. Can you tell me some good things about drinking alcohol?
Well, it decreases my stress, it makes me feel better while I'm drunk.
Okay. Can you tell me some things that aren't so good about drinking alcohol?
Yeah, the hangovers, and my husband he just gets so mad. So I know he doesn't like that very much, and I don't see my friends anymore.
Okay. So you said that drinking helps you with your stress. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I know this can be difficult sometimes. Can I show you something?
Sure.
Okay. I have this chart here, and it shows you on the front that women should have 7 drinks per week or 3 drinks per occasion. So if you flip it over and you see this cup right here, you said you're taking about 6 to 7 shots.
No, like 9.
That's right down here. So 1 shot equals 1 whole drink.
Oh, so that's like 9 big cups of beer?
Right.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about this information?
Well, I mean, I guess that my drinking has increased a little bit.
So let me see if I have everything right so far. You came into the clinic today because your wrist and your jaw is hurting, and it was caused by a car accident where you swerved off the road because you said you had been tipsy, and you said that you've been drinking more alcohol lately because it helps you deal with the stress, but it's been causing problems with your friends and your husband. Okay. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not ready to change and 10 being ready for change, where would you say that you're at?
Probably like a 3.
A 3? That's great. Can you tell me why it's a 3 and not a 2?
I mean, I like to have my friends back, and I want my husband to be happy with me, and it's really been causing us problems.
Okay. How confident do you feel about decreasing your drinking?
I mean, I just feel like I've almost gotten to the point where I need to have it all the time because I've been drinking so much recently.
Okay. What do you feel like you would have to happen for you to feel confident enough to make this change?
I don't know, like if I really got into trouble with something, or if my husband said he wasn't going to be with me anymore because of my drinking.
Have you ever thought about coping with your stress in other positive ways, like deep breathing or yoga?
No, I've tried going to the gym and stuff, but never deep breathing or yoga.
Okay. Well, why don't we try to come up with a plan for you to decrease your drinking?
Okay.
Does that sound okay? So what steps do you think that you can take in order to cut back?
Drink less.
How would you drink less?
Buy less beer. Buy less liquor.
Do you think you could use something like deep breathing exercises, or maybe try going to the gym again?
Man, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's good. What sort of support system do you feel like you would need in order to quit?
Well, I mean, I need my husband to support me, and I feel like I need my friends back in my life.
Mhm.